Steve Wozniak is not just a tech pioneer, he is one of the unsung heroes of the personal computing revolution. Born in 1950 in San Jose, California, Wozniak's story begins long before the world knew his name. A self-taught engineer, he grew up with an insatiable curiosity for electronics and an unparalleled talent for designing systems from scratch. From a young age, Wozniak was captivated by the magic of technology. His father, an engineer at Lockheed Martin, fostered his early interest by introducing him to electronics, and Wozniak was soon building his own devices, experimenting with early computer designs, and absorbing every bit of knowledge he could. It was during his time at the University of California, Berkeley, where Wozniak honed his skills. But while his peers studied conventional engineering, Wozniak's mind was elsewhere, building a personal computer in his garage, dreaming of making computing accessible to the masses. A dream that would soon become a reality, changing the world forever. In 1976, Wozniak partnered with Steve Jobs to form Apple Computer. The result: the Apple I machine that wasn't just a personal computer but a window into a new world of possibilities. While others were building bulky machines for large businesses, Wozniak's design was sleek, affordable, and aimed at individual users. It was a true game changer. The Apple I was born out of Wozniak's vision, but it was his genius in circuit design and engineering that made it truly revolutionary. It wasn't just about the hardware, it was about making computing personal, democratizing technology in a way that had never been seen before. But it was the Apple II that would cement his legacy. In 1977, the Apple II was introduced to the world, a product that would set the standard for personal computing for decades. With its color graphics, open architecture, and ease of use, the Apple II was a hit. It catapulted Apple into the spotlight, making it one of the most successful startups in history. Wozniak's contributions didn't end with the hardware. His natural curiosity led him to innovate beyond what most could imagine, writing software, perfecting designs, and continually pushing the boundaries of what a personal computer could do. All the while, he remained a humble genius, letting his creations speak for themselves. But despite his critical role in Apple's rise, Wozniak's focus was always on the technology, not the fame or fortune. His passion for the inner workings of machines, his desire to solve problems, and his genuine love for engineering made him one of the most influential figures in tech history, yet he never sought the spotlight. Apple's success was built on Wozniak's unrelenting commitment to innovation, but it was also his belief in the potential of personal computing to change lives. By making computers that were affordable, user-friendly, and powerful, he helped create a world where anyone, regardless of their background, could use technology to learn, create, and connect. Though Wozniak's time at Apple was relatively short, his impact has been lasting. After his departure in the mid-1980s, he turned his attention to education, philanthropy, and innovation. He worked with schools, inspiring the next generation of engineers, and continued to invest in new technologies, including robotics, space exploration, and renewable energy. Today, Steve Wozniak remains a revered figure in the tech community, not just for his groundbreaking work in personal computing, but for his enduring belief in technology as a force for good. His legacy lives on, not just in the devices that power our lives, but in the way he inspired millions to dream, build, and innovate. Steve Wozniak, was born on August 11, 1950, in San Jose, California. Growing up in the heart of Silicon Valley, Wozniak's future was shaped by a profound love for electronics. From an early age, he was fascinated by how things worked and spent hours taking apart radios, building simple electronic devices, and reading everything he could about technology. His father, a Lockheed engineer, was a major influence on his life, introducing him to the world of electronics and logic. Wozniak's talent for problem-solving and invention was apparent even as a teenager. At age 13, he built his first device, a simple electronic game, and by high school, he was already known as the electronics whiz. In 1968, Wozniak enrolled at the University of California, Berkeley, where he would refine his skills in engineering. It was at Berkeley that Wozniak, a student with a non-conventional approach, began to truly understand the potential of computing. But instead of traditional studies, Wozniak spent much of his time developing ideas that would later become groundbreaking. In the early 1970s, as the world began to glimpse the possibilities of personal computing, Wozniak was designing his own machines in secrecy. Despite the technological environment around him, most people viewed computers as tools for large businesses and universities, not something that could fit in a home, but Wozniak didn't see any boundaries. In 1975, Wozniak began working on his first major invention, the creation of a personal computer that could be assembled and sold at an affordable price. He was deeply inspired by the limited computing capabilities of the time and sought to make it accessible to the masses. That's when he conceived the idea of a machine that could change everything, the Apple I. The Apple I was revolutionary. Unlike anything seen before, it was a fully assembled circuit board capable of being connected to a keyboard and monitor. At the time, most computers were sold as kits requiring technical knowledge to assemble. Wozniak's design eliminated this barrier, making computing accessible for everyone. In 1976, Wozniak partnered with Steve Jobs, a visionary marketer with a passion for creating innovative products. The duo founded Apple Computer, and the Apple I was born. Jobs recognized the potential of Wozniak's design and helped turn it into a marketable product. Together, they sold the first batch of Apple I computers, largely from Jobs' garage. Although the Apple I was a modest success, it was the Apple II that truly set the tech world on fire. Introduced in 1977, the Apple II was a fully integrated personal computer. Unlike its predecessors, it featured color graphics, an open architecture, and a design that made it user-friendly. The Apple II is widely regarded as the first true personal computer for the masses. The Apple II quickly became a bestseller, attracting the attention of investors and propelling Apple into the spotlight. Wozniak's engineering brilliance, combined with Jobs' vision for a complete consumer product, transformed Apple from a garage startup to a global phenomenon. The company's success marked a major turning point in the history of personal computing. By 1980, Apple was a multi-million-dollar company, and Wozniak's contributions were central to its rise. However, despite the company's rapid success, Wozniak never sought the limelight. His passion for building the best technology was always his driving force, not the fame or fortune that accompanied it. In 1985, Wozniak left Apple's daily operations following a plane crash that left him with temporary memory loss and a desire to step back from the pressures of running a tech empire. Though he remained with Apple as a shareholder and advisor, Wozniak shifted his focus to other pursuits, including philanthropy, education, and new ventures in technology. Wozniak's love for education became one of his key priorities. He worked with schools to promote the integration of technology into the classroom and inspire young minds to explore the world of engineering. His desire to give back to society and support the next generation of innovators has remained a cornerstone of his legacy. Even today, Wozniak remains deeply involved in the tech world, often investing in new startups and technologies. From robotics to clean energy, his forward-thinking ideas continue to shape the world. His role in shaping personal computing is unparalleled, but his ongoing contributions to the tech community remain just as important. Steve Wozniak's impact goes far beyond the computers he helped create. He has been a mentor to countless engineers, an advocate for tech education, and a true believer in the power of technology to improve lives. His quiet genius has inspired generations of creators and thinkers, making him one of the most influential figures in tech history. Through it all, Wozniak's focus has always been clear: to make technology accessible, to inspire curiosity, and to share the joy of creation. From the Apple I to the Apple II and beyond, his legacy is one of innovation, humility, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Steve Wozniak didn't just build computers, he built the foundation for the digital age we live in today. His legacy is not just in the machines he helped create, but in the spirit of innovation he continues to nurture. And as the tech world moves forward, Wozniak's influence will remain an indelible part of its history. In the mid-1970s, Silicon Valley was buzzing with technological innovation. Personal computers were a new frontier, but few could foresee how dramatically they would change the world. Among the dreamers was a young engineer named Steve Wozniak who, alongside his friend Steve Jobs, would create a company that would revolutionize the tech industry and define an era. It all started in 1976 when Wozniak designed the Apple I, one of the first fully functional personal computers. Unlike other computers at the time, which were sold as kits requiring users to assemble the parts themselves, the Apple I was pre-assembled, making it accessible to the everyday consumer. This was a major leap forward in personal computing. Steve Jobs, who had a unique eye for business and design, saw the potential in Wozniak's creation. Together, they founded Apple Computer. Jobs sold his Volkswagen van, and Wozniak sold his prized HP calculator to fund their venture. With these modest funds, they built the first batch of Apple I computers in Jobs' garage. The Apple I was a hit in the nascent tech community, but it was just the beginning. With a growing vision, Jobs and Wozniak set their sights on creating a more powerful machine, a computer that could be used by families, students, and businesses alike. That vision led to the creation of the Apple II. The Apple II, introduced in 1977, was a game changer. Unlike anything else on the market, it was designed to be easy to use, with color graphics and an open architecture that encouraged software developers to create programs for it. The Apple II wasn't just a computer, it was a platform, one that opened the doors to an entire ecosystem of innovation. Apple's breakthrough came at a pivotal moment in the history of computing. The Apple II was not just a success. It was the first personal computer to achieve widespread commercial adoption. With the power to run software for everything from word processing to gaming, the Apple II became an essential tool in classrooms, businesses, and homes. The success of the Apple II was not just about the technology, it was about the story Apple told. With its clean design and user-friendly interface, Apple positioned itself as a company that was making technology accessible to everyone. In doing so, they challenged the conventional thinking about computers as complex, industrial tools and turned them into consumer-friendly products. By 1980, Apple had become one of the most successful technology companies in the world. The Apple II sold over 6 million units, helping Apple grow into a multi-million-dollar company. But for Jobs and Wozniak, this success wasn't enough. They were already thinking about the next big thing. The Apple Macintosh was their next leap forward. Launched in 1984, the Macintosh was the first personal computer to feature a graphical user interface GUI that made it easy for anyone to interact with a computer without needing to know complex coding. The Macintosh was bold, revolutionary, and a significant departure from the command-line computers of its time. Apple's famous 1984 commercial, directed by Ridley Scott, introduced the Macintosh as a symbol of rebellion against the status quo. It was a powerful message that would become a hallmark of Apple's branding, a company not just creating products, but forging a cultural revolution. The Macintosh was positioned as a tool for creativity, empowerment, and individuality. But despite the excitement surrounding the launch, the Macintosh struggled at first. Its high price, limited software availability, and lack of compatibility with other systems made it a tough sell. Apple's early optimism gave way to challenges, but the company's commitment to innovation and design kept it moving forward. Throughout this time, Wozniak remained deeply involved with Apple's technical development. While Jobs focused on the business side, Wozniak continued to push the boundaries of what was possible. But by 1985, Wozniak stepped away from Apple's day-to-day operations, leaving Jobs to steer the company in new directions. By the mid-1980s, Apple was at a crossroads. Internal struggles, financial setbacks, and fierce competition from IBM and Microsoft threatened the company's future. Jobs, once a co-founder, was ousted from the company in 1985, leaving Apple in a period of transition. In the years that followed, Apple found itself struggling to compete in a rapidly changing market. The rise of Microsoft's Windows operating system, coupled with the growing dominance of IBM-compatible PCs, left Apple fighting to retain its relevance. Yet, even in the face of adversity, Apple's commitment to design and innovation never wavered. In 1997, Apple faced a crisis. But in a bold move, Jobs returned to the company he helped found, bringing with him a renewed sense of purpose. Under his leadership, Apple would transform once again, setting the stage for a new era of innovation that would reshape the tech world. Jobs led Apple into the 21st century, and under his vision, the company introduced a series of groundbreaking products: the iPod, iPhone, and iPad that not only reinvigorated Apple but also defined the future of personal technology. These innovations would set Apple on a path to becoming one of the most valuable companies in the world. From a small garage startup to a global technology giant, Apple's rise is a story of perseverance, vision, and a relentless drive to make technology beautiful and accessible. Today, Apple stands as a symbol of creativity and innovation, a company that continues to shape the way we live, work, and communicate. Steve Wozniak's influence on the world of technology cannot be overstated. While his name may not always be in the headlines, his impact resonates through every personal computer and digital device we use today. As one of the co-founders of Apple, Wozniak played a pivotal role in shaping the personal computing revolution that would forever change the way we live, work, and interact with technology. In 1976, Wozniak's design of the Apple I was a groundbreaking achievement. It was one of the first fully assembled personal computers, offering a glimpse into a future where computers were not just for big businesses or research institutions but for ordinary people. Unlike the complex systems of the time, the Apple I was simple, affordable, and accessible, an early manifestation of Wozniak's belief that technology should empower individuals, not alienate them. But it was the Apple II that cemented Wozniak's place in history. Released in 1977, the Apple II was the first personal computer to achieve widespread success. It was revolutionary not just because it was user-friendly, but because it featured color graphics, an open architecture, and the potential to run a wide range of software. It became a platform for innovation and set the standard for the future of computing. Wozniak's design philosophy was clear: personal computing should be accessible to anyone, regardless of their technical knowledge. His work on the Apple II was a turning point in computing history, helping to propel Apple into the spotlight and shaping the future of the entire industry. With Apple's rise, Wozniak helped usher in an era where computing was no longer confined to engineers and scientists but was becoming a part of everyday life. Wozniak's impact went beyond just creating products. He was a visionary who understood the potential of computers to revolutionize human interaction. By making computers user-friendly and accessible, he laid the foundation for the digital age, opening the door for a wave of new technologies that would follow. The idea that computers should be designed with the user in mind was one of his most significant contributions to the industry. Even after stepping away from Apple's daily operations, Wozniak remained deeply committed to education and innovation. He spent much of his time mentoring young engineers and promoting the importance of learning about technology. His passion for education was evident in his many philanthropic endeavors, where he worked to bring technology to underserved communities and foster the next generation of thinkers and creators. Wozniak's work extended beyond Apple's early products. His belief in the power of education and his desire to empower others led him to become a prominent advocate for the integration of technology in the classroom. He worked with schools across the world, helping to develop programs that inspired students to embrace engineering, computer science, and problem-solving. In many ways, Wozniak became a bridge between the technical and creative worlds. His ideas were not just about circuits and chips. They were about people and how they interact with machines. His focus on user-friendly designs and his commitment to making technology available to everyone continues to inspire the industry today. Wozniak's influence can be seen in every corner of modern technology. The personal computers we use today, whether laptops, smartphones, or tablets, owe their existence to the foundation he helped lay in the 1970s. His early work with Apple, along with his subsequent innovations, made it possible for technology to be portable, affordable, and accessible to the average person. Apple's continued success is a testament to Wozniak's vision. Though he stepped away from Apple's day-to-day operations in the 1980s, his engineering genius is still evident in every product the company creates. The clean design, intuitive interfaces, and user-focused philosophy that define Apple today can be traced back to the principles Wozniak championed in the company's early days. Wozniak's impact didn't stop with Apple. After leaving the company, he continued to be an active force in the tech world, investing in and supporting numerous ventures in fields ranging from robotics to space exploration. His love of innovation and his belief in technology's potential to solve real-world problems have made him a sought-after mentor and an influential figure in tech. What sets Wozniak apart is his ability to inspire. He is often described not just as a brilliant engineer, but as a teacher at heart. His passion for technology is contagious, and he has dedicated much of his life to fostering the next generation of engineers and innovators. Whether through mentoring, speaking at conferences, or supporting education initiatives, Wozniak has ensured that his legacy will continue to inspire and shape the future of technology. Wozniak's contributions extend beyond just hardware and software. His unwavering belief that technology can be a tool for empowerment and education has left an indelible mark on the world. He didn't just create a company, he helped build a culture of innovation that transcends industries, encouraging people to think differently and challenge the status quo. Throughout his career, Wozniak has always stressed the importance of curiosity. He encourages young minds to be creative, to experiment, and to never be afraid of failure. This mindset has not only shaped the way we view technology, but also how we approach problem solving in all fields. Wozniak's legacy is built on the belief that anyone, regardless of background, can become a creator of the next big idea. Today, the technology landscape is filled with innovators who were inspired by Wozniak's work. The culture of collaboration, creativity, and user-centered design that he helped cultivate continues to thrive. His work has set a standard for what great technology can and should do. It can change lives, connect people, and open up new possibilities. Steve Wozniak didn't just build computers, he built the future. His impact is felt in every piece of technology we touch, from the smallest smartphone to the most powerful computer. His vision, humility, and commitment to education and innovation continue to shape the tech world. And as we move further into the digital age, the lessons he taught us about creativity, accessibility, and the power of technology will guide us toward a future that was once only a dream. As the years have passed, Steve Wozniak's contributions have only grown more significant, not only in the history of computing but in the hearts of those who were inspired by his vision. While he may not have sought fame or fortune, his impact is undeniable, woven into the fabric of every technological advancement that followed. Today, Wozniak is known not just as the co-founder of Apple, but as a philanthropist, educator, and lifelong advocate for curiosity and creativity. His legacy extends far beyond the machines he helped create. Through his work with schools, charities, and young entrepreneurs, Wozniak has nurtured the next generation of innovators who will continue to shape the future. Wozniak's philosophy is simple: technology should be accessible, user-friendly, and transformative. He believes that the tools we create should empower people to solve problems, express themselves, and create new ideas. His influence on tech education continues to inspire young minds to explore, experiment, and push boundaries. Throughout his life, Wozniak has always been driven by a passion for learning, a trait he continues to pass on through his mentorship and philanthropic efforts. Whether he's building robots, working on educational initiatives, or sharing his experiences with young engineers, his mission remains the same: to make the world a better place through technology. His impact goes beyond the products he designed. Wozniak showed the world that innovation doesn't require a corporate machine or vast resources. What matters is the spark of curiosity and the desire to make a difference. Whether in his garage with Steve Jobs or in a classroom full of eager students, Wozniak has always been about the pursuit of knowledge and creativity. Apple's success is a testament to Wozniak's vision. His work laid the foundation for a company that would redefine the relationship between people and technology. Today, Apple products continue to inspire millions around the world, embodying Wozniak's belief that technology should serve the individual, not the other way around. As technology evolves, Wozniak's influence is still felt in the classroom, the lab, and the boardroom. His dedication to simple, elegant design and his commitment to user-focused innovation set a standard for the entire industry. His legacy lives on in the way technology is designed, the way it connects us, and the way it empowers the creators of tomorrow. But perhaps the most enduring aspect of Wozniak's legacy is the spirit he brought to the world of technology. A spirit of wonder, of questioning the status quo, of refusing to accept that things couldn't be better. He didn't just want to make better computers, he wanted to inspire others to build, innovate, and think differently. Steve Wozniak's journey was never about fame or fortune. It was about the joy of creation, the thrill of discovery, and the belief that anyone, no matter their background, could make something extraordinary. His story continues to inspire, reminding us all that innovation begins with a single idea and the courage to pursue it. As the world continues to change and technology continues to advance, Wozniak's legacy will remain etched into the circuits of the very devices we use every day. And through the minds of those he's inspired, his vision of a world where technology connects, empowers, and elevates humanity will continue to flourish. Steve Wozniak didn't just change the world of technology, he helped change the way we see the world. And for that, his impact will echo for generations to come. In the fast-paced world of technology, a young visionary emerged with a radical idea, an idea that would challenge the very way we think about personal computing. Michael Dell, a college dropout with a keen business sense and a passion for computers, would go on to revolutionize the industry and change the lives of millions. Born in 1965 in Houston, Texas, Michael Dell was always a step ahead of his peers. By the time he was in high school, he was already building and selling computers, using his innate talent for technology to make money. It was no surprise that he chose to attend the University of Texas at Austin, where he enrolled as a pre-med student. But it wasn't long before his passion for entrepreneurship overtook his interest in medicine. While still a freshman, Dell started a small business, building custom computers for his fellow students. His goal was simple: to offer better value and customer service than the big computer manufacturers. He quickly realized that if he cut out the middleman and sold directly to customers, he could drastically reduce prices while providing personalized service. By the age of 19, Dell's business, then called PCs Limited, was making significant strides. He had a vision that others couldn't see: a future where people could buy custom-built computers directly from the manufacturer rather than from expensive retail stores. This direct-to-consumer model would become the cornerstone of Dell's success, and it was a strategy that would transform the computer industry forever. In 1984, Michael Dell officially founded Dell Computer Corporation, and the company's success was immediate. His innovative approach to sales and marketing was revolutionary for its time. Rather than following the traditional retail model, Dell sold his computers directly to consumers, allowing customers to choose specific components and configurations. The result was high-quality computers at affordable prices, a value proposition that resonated with a rapidly growing market. With a focus on efficiency, direct sales, and customer satisfaction, Dell's business model quickly gained traction. What started as a small operation in his dorm room soon grew into a multi-million-dollar company. By 1988, just 4 years after its founding, Dell Computer went public, becoming one of the fastest-growing technology companies in history. As the 1990s unfolded, Dell's vision continued to reshape the industry. The company rapidly expanded, becoming one of the largest manufacturers of personal computers in the world. Dell's ability to innovate in supply chain management and manufacturing, along with his insistence on maintaining a direct relationship with customers, set the company apart from competitors. Under Michael Dell's leadership, the company grew exponentially, expanding its product line beyond personal computers to include servers, networking equipment, and other IT solutions. Dell's focus on building strong relationships with customers, understanding their needs, and adapting quickly to changes in the market laid the foundation for the company's dominance in the tech world. By the late 1990s, Dell had become a household name, and Michael Dell had established himself as one of the most successful entrepreneurs of his generation. Known for his relentless drive and strategic thinking, Dell was shaping the future of personal computing in ways few could predict. His dedication to innovation and customer satisfaction set a new standard for the industry. Michael Dell's story begins in 1965 in Houston, Texas. Raised in a family that valued both intellect and ambition, Dell was always drawn to the world of technology. His father, a stockbroker, and his mother, a community volunteer, instilled in him a sense of perseverance and curiosity. As a child, Michael took apart his family's electronics, always eager to learn how they worked, an early sign of his passion for innovation. By the time he was in high school, Dell had already proven himself as a budding entrepreneur. He began working with computers and sold newspaper subscriptions to make money. But it wasn't just about the money. He had a deep fascination with how things were made and how he could make them better. His interest in technology blossomed during the early 1980s, a time when personal computers were just starting to gain traction. Dell enrolled at the University of Texas at Austin in 1983, initially planning to study medicine. However, it was clear that his true calling lay in technology and business. By his second semester, Dell dropped out of college to pursue his entrepreneurial dreams, a decision that would change the course of history. In 1984, at the age of 19, Michael Dell founded PCs Limited from his dorm room. His idea was simple but groundbreaking: to sell custom-built personal computers directly to consumers, cutting out the middleman and offering lower prices. Unlike most other computer manufacturers who sold their products through retail stores, Dell's direct-to-consumer model allowed him to provide better value and personalized service. This direct sales model, combined with a focus on customer satisfaction, proved to be a game changer. Dell's business quickly grew from a small operation in his dorm room to a multi-million-dollar company. By 1985, PCs Limited was making over $6 million in sales, a remarkable achievement for such a young entrepreneur. In 1984, an idea born in a dorm room would change the face of personal computing forever. Michael Dell, a young entrepreneur with a vision, set out to disrupt the established computer industry. With no formal business education and a passion for technology, he built a company that would reshape the entire supply chain of computing. That company was Dell, Inc. The concept was revolutionary. Dell realized that by cutting out the middleman, he could deliver custom-built computers directly to consumers at a fraction of the cost. At the time, personal computers were sold primarily through retail stores, marked up significantly. Dell's direct-to-consumer model meant customers could get machines tailored to their specific needs, and Dell could operate with lower overhead. In 1984, Dell launched PCs Limited, the precursor to what would become a global tech giant. Michael Dell worked tirelessly in his dorm room to assemble computers by hand. As the company's customer base grew, so did its revenue. By 1985, PCs Limited was generating $6 million in sales, proof that there was a real appetite for affordable, customized computers. The concept of direct-to-consumer sales revolutionized the way computers were bought and sold. Dell's strategy allowed the company to quickly scale up, bypassing traditional retail channels while also offering superior customer support. The company's success was fueled by Michael Dell's deep understanding of both technology and business. By 1988, just 4 years after its founding, Dell went public, listing its shares on the stock exchange. This move allowed the company to raise capital and expand rapidly. With its new resources, Dell expanded its product offerings beyond just personal computers, moving into servers, workstations, and storage solutions, all while staying true to its customer-focused approach. Under Michael Dell's leadership, the company expanded at a breakneck pace. Throughout the 1990s, Dell's growth was unparalleled, and its reputation for innovation became legendary. By continually refining its supply chain and manufacturing processes, Dell set a new standard for efficiency in the tech industry. Its build-to-order model allowed for faster production and a more flexible approach to inventory management. Dell's emphasis on streamlining its operations made it a model for other businesses. The company's just-in-time manufacturing strategy reduced costs and eliminated waste, ensuring that Dell could offer high-quality computers at competitive prices. This efficient approach helped the company become one of the largest and most profitable technology firms in the world. By the late 1990s, Dell had become a household name. The company's success was fueled not only by its innovation in manufacturing, but by its commitment to delivering exactly what the customer wanted. In a market filled with impersonal, one-size-fits-all machines, Dell's focus on customization set it apart from competitors. Consumers loved the ability to choose their own configurations, and businesses appreciated the flexibility and cost savings. In 1996, Dell reached another milestone. It became the world's largest direct seller of personal computers. Its stock price soared, making Michael Dell one of the youngest billionaires in history. The company's success wasn't just about computers, it was a blueprint for future businesses, showing that innovation in operations and customer service could create unparalleled growth. Michael Dell's vision was not just about selling computers, it was about building a culture of excellence. Dell emphasized the importance of agility, efficiency, and a relentless focus on the customer. This philosophy became ingrained in the company's DNA and contributed to its incredible rise to the top. As the 2000s began, Dell expanded internationally, quickly becoming a global leader in the tech industry. The company adapted to the rapidly changing market, introducing new products like laptops, printers, and even handheld devices. As it expanded, Dell remained committed to its core principles, offering personalized solutions, superior customer service, and maintaining a streamlined, cost-effective supply chain. By 2003, Dell had become the #1 supplier of personal computers in the United States. It had solidified its position in the enterprise sector, partnering with major corporations and government agencies to provide robust IT solutions. Dell's foray into the business market helped diversify its portfolio, creating new revenue streams and reinforcing its global dominance. Despite its massive success, Michael Dell wasn't content to rest on his laurels. He continued to push the company to innovate, ensuring that Dell stayed ahead of the curve. This drive led to the acquisition of several companies, including Perot Systems in 2009, as Dell sought to position itself as a leader not just in hardware but in services and software as well. The company's evolution from a PC maker to a global IT powerhouse was complete. With the rise of cloud computing, data storage, and enterprise solutions, Dell adapted its business strategy to meet the needs of the modern digital landscape. The company's acquisition of EMC in 2016, one of the largest tech deals in history, further solidified Dell's position as a leader in data storage and enterprise solutions. Today, Dell Technologies is not just a computer company. It's a global tech giant, providing cutting-edge technology solutions to businesses and consumers alike. From personal computing to cloud services, cybersecurity, and data storage, Dell's influence can be seen in nearly every aspect of modern life. Michael Dell's journey from a dorm room to a global tech leader is a testament to his vision, perseverance, and relentless pursuit of innovation. As he continues to lead Dell Technologies, his commitment to excellence, customer-centric solutions, and global expansion remains at the core of the company's success. From humble beginnings to industry leader, Dell's rise is a story of bold ideas, relentless drive, and a commitment to revolutionizing the world of technology. And as the company moves into the future, the legacy of Michael Dell's vision continues to inspire the next generation of innovators. Michael Dell's impact on the technology world extends far beyond the computers his company makes. His vision not only revolutionized the way we buy and use technology, but it also reshaped how businesses operate in a digital-first world. From the early days of building PCs in his dorm room to becoming the architect of a global tech giant, Dell's influence is woven into the fabric of modern business and computing. When Michael Dell founded Dell Inc. in 1984, his direct-to-consumer model seemed risky, even unconventional. But his approach revolutionized the tech industry by allowing consumers to buy customized computers directly from the manufacturer, bypassing traditional retail stores. This strategy not only made computers more affordable but also allowed users to personalize their machines in a way that was previously unimaginable. By cutting out the middleman, Dell introduced a level of personalization and customer-focused service that other tech giants couldn't match. His build-to-order approach allowed for rapid scalability, which led to massive cost savings and ultimately a more efficient model for personal computing. The result, a company that would grow faster than anyone could have predicted, becoming a leader in both the personal computer and business IT solutions markets. But Michael Dell didn't stop at computers. He understood early on that to stay competitive, he needed to diversify the company's offerings. His ability to foresee the future of technology led to Dell's expansion into servers, networking equipment, and storage solutions. The company became one of the world's largest suppliers of enterprise solutions, powering data centers and cloud computing infrastructures around the globe. In doing so, Dell didn't just become synonymous with personal computing. He established the company as a major player in the IT infrastructure space, helping businesses large and small manage data, build networks, and innovate in ways they couldn't have before. Today, Dell Technologies provides mission-critical solutions that are relied upon by the world's largest corporations, governments, and institutions. Michael Dell's vision also extended to the changing landscape of data management. With the rise of cloud computing and data storage needs, he foresaw the importance of not only hardware but integrated software solutions. In 2016, Dell's acquisition of EMC, a leader in data storage, was a bold move that transformed the company's role in the tech ecosystem. This deal made Dell Technologies one of the largest providers of cloud storage, security solutions, and enterprise software. The EMC acquisition positioned Dell as a powerhouse in the enterprise technology space, providing end-to-end solutions that spanned from personal computing to cloud storage, cybersecurity, and artificial intelligence. His strategic move helped Dell stay relevant in an era where technological disruptions were happening faster than ever. Dell's impact extends beyond product offerings. He also reshaped the corporate culture of the tech world. By focusing on agility, innovation, and an open organizational structure, Dell created a company that constantly evolves with the needs of its customers. Dell Technologies is known for its culture of innovation, where employees are empowered to solve big problems and think outside the box. Dell's commitment to innovation has made him a role model for entrepreneurs worldwide. He has built a company that not only leads in technology but also thrives by investing in people, from top engineers to young talent. Under his leadership, Dell Technologies has been at the forefront of digital transformation, showing the world how to navigate the complexities of the fourth industrial revolution. Beyond technology, Michael Dell's impact is also felt in his philanthropic endeavors. Through the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation, he has invested millions in education, health, and family empowerment initiatives, particularly in underserved communities. His belief in making a positive impact on society has driven much of his charitable work, especially in healthcare and education, areas where he sees the potential to uplift millions of lives. The Michael and Susan Dell Foundation has worked to improve global healthcare systems and support education in low-income areas, helping students gain access to quality education and bridging the digital divide. His philanthropy echoes his business philosophy, creating meaningful change and making a lasting difference in the lives of individuals around the world. Michael Dell's influence extends into the realm of policy and global economics. As a thought leader in technology and business, he's consistently called on governments, businesses, and organizations to prioritize innovation and digital transformation in order to remain competitive on the global stage. His influence is shaping not just the future of Dell Technologies, but the future of industries across the board. Under Dell's guidance, Dell Technologies has been at the forefront of some of the most groundbreaking technologies of our time. From artificial intelligence to machine learning, 5G connectivity to autonomous systems, Dell has helped companies integrate the latest innovations into their operations, driving forward a new age of connectivity and efficiency. Through his leadership and foresight, Michael Dell has not only transformed a small computer company into a global tech giant, but has fundamentally changed how the world uses and interacts with technology. His legacy is not just about the products he's created, but about the ripple effect he's had on industries, economies, and societies worldwide. Michael Dell's impact is one of innovation, disruption, and vision. A true pioneer, his contributions to technology and business have set the standard for future generations of entrepreneurs and leaders. As Dell Technologies continues to lead the way in global digital transformation, Michael Dell's legacy will remain an enduring inspiration to all who seek to change the world through technology. Michael Dell's journey is one of bold vision, relentless innovation, and an unyielding drive to challenge the status quo. What began as a young man's dream in a college dorm room has become a global force in the world of technology and business. From his early days of building custom computers to his bold decisions to expand into enterprise solutions, cloud computing, and data management, Dell has never been afraid to reinvent his company or himself. Through every challenge, Michael Dell stayed true to the principles that fueled his success: direct customer relationships, efficiency in operations, and a constant drive to push the boundaries of what technology could achieve. These principles not only made Dell Technologies one of the largest technology companies in the world, but also set a new standard for the entire industry. Under his leadership, Dell Technologies has led the charge in digital transformation. From revolutionizing the personal computing market to becoming a leader in enterprise IT solutions, Dell's vision shaped how businesses, governments, and consumers interact with technology. Today, Dell's solutions power critical infrastructure around the world, helping shape the future of cloud, AI, cybersecurity, and data storage. Beyond products, Michael Dell's legacy is also one of fostering innovation and empowering the next generation. He's built a company culture that values collaboration, creativity, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. The next generation of technologists, engineers, and entrepreneurs continue to build on the foundation he set, creating the next wave of innovation in ways Michael could only have imagined. Yet, Michael Dell's influence extends far beyond the boardroom. Through the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation, he has made significant contributions to education, healthcare, and family empowerment, particularly in underserved communities. His belief in making a positive difference in the world echoes throughout his philanthropic work, showing that business success can be a force for good in society. In the years since founding his company, Dell has become one of the most recognized names in both business and philanthropy. His commitment to uplifting others, whether through technology, education, or healthcare, remains central to his mission. Through his foundation, he's helping bridge the digital divide, providing opportunities for millions who would otherwise be left behind. While Michael Dell has achieved remarkable success, his journey is far from over. As the world continues to change and new technologies emerge, Dell remains at the forefront of that change, challenging his company and the world to keep pushing forward. His leadership continues to influence not only the tech industry but the broader global economy. Michael Dell's story is a testament to the power of entrepreneurship, resilience, and vision. What started with a single idea in a college dorm has evolved into a company that powers the digital age. And as the world moves towards new frontiers in artificial intelligence, 5G, and beyond, Dell Technologies will undoubtedly continue to lead the charge, making an impact that will be felt for generations. Michael Dell has not only transformed the technology landscape, he has forever changed the way we think about business, innovation, and the future. From his humble beginnings to his place as one of the most influential figures in tech history, his story is one of vision, perseverance, and a commitment to improving the world through technology. Michael Dell's legacy is not just about building computers, it's about shaping the future. And as technology continues to evolve, one thing is certain: Michael Dell's impact will be felt for decades to come. In the world of technology, few names are as synonymous with innovation as Larry Page, born on March 26, 1973. In East Lansing, Michigan, Page's path to becoming one of the most influential figures in Silicon Valley began long before he co-founded Google. Growing up in a family of pioneers, his father, a pioneer in computer programming, and his mother, a pioneer in computer science, Larry was immersed in the world of technology from a young age. His curiosity and passion for problem-solving were evident early on, leading him to pursue a degree in computer engineering at the University of Michigan. However, it was at Stanford University where his journey would take a dramatic turn. It was there, in 1995 that he met Sergey Brin, and together they would go on to create what we now know as Google. What started as a research project aimed at improving search engines evolved into a global phenomenon. Their vision was simple yet audacious: to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. But what truly set Google apart was Larry's relentless pursuit of innovation, his ability to think beyond the conventional, and his commitment to building a company driven by a singular, ambitious mission. In the early days of Google, Page's technical prowess and visionary thinking were the engines that propelled the company forward. From the creation of PageRank, the algorithm that revolutionized search engines, to his continuous drive to integrate artificial intelligence into every product, Larry's influence shaped the way the Internet evolved. As Google rapidly grew into a tech empire, Page's leadership style, focusing on moonshot projects and long-term goals, set the tone for the company's future. Beyond Google, Larry Page's ambitions stretched to ventures like self-driving cars, renewable energy, and even space exploration through his involvement with the secretive X, formerly Google X, and his ownership of Planetary Resources. His focus on the future, often pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible, cemented his reputation as a forward thinker. However, Page's journey was not without controversy. His leadership decisions, particularly his approach to privacy, data, and the consolidation of power in the tech world, sparked intense debates about the role of tech giants in our society. As we explore Larry Page's life and legacy, we not only delve into the man who helped build Google into one of the most powerful companies in the world, but also the visionary who continues to shape the future of technology itself. This is the story of Larry Page, the man, the innovator, and the disruptor who changed the way we live, work, and connect. Larry Page, one of the most influential figures of the digital age, was born on March 26, 1973, in East Lansing, Michigan. From an early age, it was clear that Page had an affinity for technology. His father, Carl Page, was a pioneer in computer science and artificial intelligence, while his mother, Gloria, was a pioneer in computer programming. Growing up in this environment, Larry was exposed to cutting-edge technology long before most of his peers. His fascination with computers began in childhood, and by the time he was in high school, he was already teaching himself how to code. After graduating from high school, Larry Page went on to study computer engineering at the University of Michigan. His academic excellence and curiosity were evident as he quickly became deeply immersed in both the theoretical and practical sides of computing. It was here that he earned his bachelor's degree with honors, but his thirst for knowledge wasn't satisfied. He set his sights on a graduate degree at Stanford University, where he would soon meet the person who would change the course of his life, Sergey Brin. In 1995, Page and Brin met at Stanford, and despite initial friction between the two, their shared passion for technology and innovation led them to collaborate on a project that would later become Google. At the time, the internet was growing at an exponential rate, but search engines were primitive, often returning irrelevant or incomplete results. Page's innovative idea was to improve the search engine by using a system that ranked pages based on the number of links pointing to them. This would later become the algorithm known as PageRank. Their project, initially called Backrub, took off with Page and Brin building the early prototype in a garage, a quintessential Silicon Valley story. By 1998, they officially founded Google, with Page as the CEO and Brin as the president of technology. Their search engine quickly became popular, and within a year they secured funding from venture capitalist Andy Bechtolsheim, who wrote a $100,000 check to the two young entrepreneurs before Google even existed as a company. Google's success was not just about the search engine. It was about the culture Larry Page and Sergey Brin cultivated within their company. Page's leadership style was unconventional. He encouraged risk-taking, disruption, and a relentless drive for innovation. His focus was always on the long-term vision. Google's famous motto, "Don't be evil," was a reflection of Larry's values, creating something that could fundamentally change how people accessed and used information. Page's vision was ambitious, and it led to the development of a suite of products that revolutionized the way the world interacted with technology. From Google Ads, which became a multi-billion-dollar business, to Gmail, Google Maps, YouTube, which Google acquired in 2006, and Android, the mobile operating system that would become the world's most popular, Larry Page's mark was everywhere. As Google grew, so did Page's influence, and in 2004, Google went public, making Larry Page and Sergey Brin billionaires almost overnight. But Page wasn't content just to lead a successful company. He wanted to change the world in ways that went beyond search engines. His passion for solving big problems, or moonshots, led to the creation of projects like Google X, a research division focused on breakthrough technologies. Projects like self-driving cars, Google Glass, and Project Loon, which aimed to deliver internet to remote parts of the world via balloons, were all born out of Larry's desire to tackle challenges that most people thought were impossible. Despite the massive success of Google, Page's leadership was not without controversy. As the company grew, so did the concerns about privacy, data collection, and Google's increasing dominance in the tech industry. Critics argued that Google, under Page's leadership, had become too powerful, accumulating vast amounts of personal data while making it harder for users to control their privacy. Page's commitment to innovation, however, often seemed to trump these concerns. His focus on what could be done in the future sometimes overshadowed debates about the ethical implications of those advancements. In 2011, Page took over as CEO of Google, replacing Eric Schmidt, and began focusing on restructuring the company. His strategy was to build a more streamlined organization, focusing on Google's core businesses while diversifying into other areas. Under Page's leadership, Google expanded into hardware, launching products like the Pixel phone and Google Home. Page also set the stage for the creation of Alphabet Inc. in 2015, a corporate restructuring that made Google a subsidiary of the new parent company, allowing the company to better manage its wide array of businesses, from self-driving cars Waymo to life sciences Verily. Page's leadership style remained distinct throughout his career. He was known for being intensely private and rarely speaking to the media, preferring to let his actions and the work of Google speak for itself. He was also known for his deep curiosity and willingness to explore unconventional ideas. In fact, Page's interest in space exploration and renewable energy led him to invest in projects like Planetary Resources, a company focused on asteroid mining and the development of advanced solar power technologies. Despite stepping down from his role as CEO of Google in 2015, Page's impact on the tech industry is undeniable. His legacy is built not only on the success of Google but also on his relentless pursuit of innovation. Page's ambition to create a future shaped by technology has had a profound effect on the way we live today, and his work continues to influence the digital landscape. Even after stepping away from the day-to-day operations of Google, Larry Page remains an important figure in the world of technology. His vision, drive, and willingness to take risks have reshaped industries, disrupted markets, and fundamentally changed how we connect with the world. Whether through Google, Alphabet, or his various investments and projects, Page's commitment to pushing the boundaries of possibility ensures that his influence will be felt for generations to come. In the late 1990s, the internet was growing at an astonishing rate. Information was expanding, but the tools to navigate it were primitive. Search engines like Alta Vista, Yahoo, and Lycos existed, but they struggled to provide accurate or meaningful results. This is where Larry Page and Sergey Brin, the Stanford University PhD students, saw an opportunity. Together, they would revolutionize the way we find information online, and in doing so, change the entire landscape of the internet. It all started in 1995 when Larry Page, driven by a curiosity about the web's potential, began working on a project that would later become Google. He was fascinated by how search engines operated but was frustrated with their inefficiency. Existing search engines ranked pages based on the frequency of search terms, but Page believed that a better way to rank the importance of pages was by analyzing the links between them. This concept led to the creation of PageRank, the core algorithm that would become the foundation of Google. Page's idea was simple but profound. Instead of just counting how often a search term appeared on a page, why not measure the value of a page based on how many other pages linked to it? The more high-quality links a page had, the more likely it was to be relevant. It was a game-changing idea, but it was only the beginning. Larry and Sergey teamed up, combining their expertise, Larry's technical skills and Sergey's academic background in mathematics, and in 1996, the duo started building the first iteration of Google, initially called Backrub. In the early days, Google was little more than a research project housed in a Stanford dorm room. Larry and Sergey worked tirelessly, often coding late into the night, refining their search algorithm. By 1998, Google was ready to take its first steps into the real world. They officially launched their search engine with a minimalist design that would become its trademark. The clean, simple interface was a stark contrast to the cluttered, ad-heavy designs of other search engines. It wasn't long before Google began attracting attention for its speed, accuracy, and innovative approach. Larry and Sergey's focus on delivering the most relevant search results made a powerful impact, quickly setting Google apart from competitors. Their ability to index vast amounts of web data and return precise results helped them build a loyal user base, and by 1998, Google had secured its first major investment, a $100,000 check from venture capitalist Andy Bechtolsheim, who had seen the potential in their vision. Within months, Google raised additional funding, which helped the company grow rapidly. But even with their increasing success, Larry and Sergey weren't interested in taking shortcuts. They were committed to keeping Google's core mission intact, to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. This meant creating a search engine that didn't just serve ads or promote content, but one that prioritized the needs of the user. It was a principle that set the stage for everything that came next. In 2000, Google introduced AdWords, a revolutionary advertising platform that would transform the company's fortunes. Rather than relying on traditional display ads or banners, Google focused on placing text-based ads that were contextually relevant to users' search queries. It was the beginning of a business model that would make Google one of the most profitable companies in the world. AdWords allowed advertisers to target customers with laser precision, turning Google's search engine into a powerful advertising machine. As Google's influence grew, so did its ambitions. In 2004, the company went public with an initial public offering (IPO) that was met with massive interest and marked Google's official emergence as a tech giant. But Larry Page was never content with simply running a successful search engine. He pushed Google into new areas, expanding the company's portfolio far beyond search. The first major step outside of search came in 2004 with the launch of Gmail, which offered an unprecedented 1 GB of storage, far more than what was offered by its competitors at the time. Gmail was a massive success, reshaping the email landscape and setting new standards for the industry. It was a testament to Page's belief that innovation should drive the company forward, and it showed that Google was more than just a search engine. Next came Google Maps, which revolutionized the way people navigated the world. Launched in 2005, Google Maps integrated satellite imagery and detailed street-level maps, giving users the ability to view geographic information in an entirely new way. It wasn't long before Google Maps became the go-to navigation tool, not just on desktop computers, but also on mobile devices. In 2006, Google made another game-changing move by acquiring YouTube for $1.65 billion. The move was seen as bold, but Larry Page understood the growing importance of online video and the power of user-generated content. Under Google's leadership, YouTube became the dominant video platform, completely transforming the entertainment industry and the way people consumed content. With each of these innovations, Google's reach expanded exponentially. And yet, Larry Page's focus on innovation never wavered. He envisioned a future where technology could solve some of humanity's biggest challenges. In 2008, Page pushed for the development of the Android operating system, which would go on to become the world's most widely used mobile platform, further cementing Google's dominance in the tech industry. While many tech companies were focused on refining existing products, Page's forward-thinking approach led to groundbreaking moonshot projects that would shape the future. Under his leadership, Google launched initiatives like Google Glass, self-driving cars, and Project Loon, an effort to bring internet connectivity to remote areas of the world via high-altitude balloons. These projects were risky, but they demonstrated Page's belief that innovation could come from anywhere, even the most unconventional ideas. By 2011, Google had grown into a massive company with over 30,000 employees. That year, Page became the CEO of Google, taking over from Eric Schmidt. Under Page's leadership, the company continued to focus on long-term goals, restructuring Google to create Alphabet Inc., a parent company for all of Google's ventures. This move allowed Google to focus more on its core businesses while giving other experimental projects more room to grow. Through it all, Page remained fiercely committed to Google's original mission to make information universally accessible and useful. The company's rapid rise was not just about clever algorithms or advertising revenue, it was about creating a user-first ecosystem that could shape the future. Today, Google has become synonymous with the internet itself, an indispensable part of daily life for billions of people around the globe. From its humble beginnings in a Stanford dorm room to its position as one of the world's most powerful companies, Larry Page's vision, ingenuity, and unwavering focus on innovation have been the driving forces behind Google's rise. And while the company has evolved in countless ways since its founding, the heart of Google remains unchanged: to organize and make accessible the world's information. It's a vision that has redefined the internet and continues to shape our digital future. Larry Page's impact on the world is immeasurable. As a co-founder of Google, he didn't just create a search engine, he fundamentally changed how we interact with information, how we communicate, and even how we live. What began as a simple idea to improve the way we search the internet became a global revolution that transformed every aspect of modern life. But beyond the success of Google, Larry Page's impact is woven into the very fabric of the technological landscape. From the outset, Page's innovative approach to organizing information set him apart. His creation of the PageRank algorithm, which ranked web pages based on their relevance and link structure, redefined how search engines worked. It wasn't just about finding answers, it was about finding the best answers. This principle, always striving for the highest quality results, became the cornerstone of Google's mission and remains one of its key differentiators today. Page's insistence on focusing on the user experience has had a lasting effect on the tech industry. The minimalist, user-friendly design of Google's homepage was revolutionary in an era where websites were often cluttered with advertisements and complex navigation. Google's simplicity became its trademark, and it set a standard for the digital world. The user-first approach became the gold standard in technology design, influencing how every major tech company structures its products and interfaces. But Larry Page didn't just stop at search. His vision extended far beyond that. As Google expanded, so did the breadth of its influence. When Google acquired YouTube in 2006, it wasn't just about videos, it was about redefining how people consume content. Today, YouTube is the world's largest video platform, shaping entertainment, education, and news. Page's recognition of the potential of video as the next frontier for digital engagement helped make YouTube a ubiquitous force in global media. Page's leadership also saw the launch of Android in 2008, a move that disrupted the mobile industry. At the time, Apple's iPhone was leading the way in smartphones, but Page foresaw a future where the internet would be mobile first. Android became the world's most widely used mobile operating system, empowering billions of people with access to a powerful and open ecosystem of apps, tools, and services. It was a bold move that forever changed the smartphone market and reshaped the mobile experience. Beyond consumer-facing products, Larry Page has had a profound impact on the development of emerging technologies. His commitment to moonshot projects, which aimed to solve global challenges, was central to Google's vision. Under his leadership, the company launched Google X, now known as X, a research lab dedicated to solving the world's toughest problems through breakthrough technologies. Initiatives like self-driving cars, smart contact lenses for diabetes, and Google Glass were part of this ambitious drive. Page's focus on innovation also extended to the development of artificial intelligence. Google's investments in AI, especially through the acquisition of companies like DeepMind, have helped the company become a leader in machine learning and neural networks. Today, AI is integrated into everything from Google Search to Google Assistant, shaping how we interact with technology on a daily basis. Page's belief that AI could be the future of human-computer interaction pushed Google to the forefront of this transformative field. One of Page's most significant contributions to the world has been his ability to foster a culture of innovation within Google. The company's famous 20% time, where employees were encouraged to spend a portion of their time working on personal projects, led to the development of some of Google's most iconic products, including Gmail and Google News. Page's leadership style, which emphasized risk-taking and experimentation, created an environment where innovation could thrive and be translated into real-world products. Larry Page's influence also extends to the way we view data. Google has transformed the advertising landscape with its AdWords platform, which revolutionized digital marketing by making it more targeted and measurable. Page's understanding of the value of user data, paired with Google's ability to harness this information to serve more relevant ads, created an entirely new way for businesses to reach their customers. This data-driven model not only brought Google massive financial success, but also reshaped the digital advertising industry. But Page's impact isn't without its criticisms. As Google became more powerful, concerns over privacy, data security, and the company's dominance in the tech industry became a growing issue. Critics argued that Google's vast trove of user data gave the company too much power and influence over what people see, hear, and experience online. While Page's commitment to innovation remained unwavering, questions about the ethical implications of Google's growth and its role in society continue to shape the conversation around the tech giant. Despite stepping down from his role as CEO of Google in 2015, Larry Page's influence is still felt in the tech world today. As the CEO of Alphabet, the parent company that Google became part of, Page has continued to drive forward-looking initiatives. His focus on long-term, disruptive projects has ensured that Alphabet is at the forefront of cutting-edge technology, from artificial intelligence to healthcare. Page's work at Alphabet's X division continues to shape the future of industries as diverse as transportation, energy, and space exploration. Larry Page's approach to leadership has inspired countless entrepreneurs and innovators around the world. His commitment to solving big problems, pushing the boundaries of technology, and taking risks has set a benchmark for what it means to be a visionary in the digital age. He has taught us that innovation is not just about building something new, it's about rethinking the way the world works, and doing so with a focus on improving lives. In the world of Silicon Valley, Larry Page is a figure who epitomizes the drive for transformative change. His work at Google has reshaped industries, redefined user experience, and reimagined the future of technology. From search engines to artificial intelligence, from smartphones to self-driving cars, Larry Page's influence is all around us. And his impact on the world, through the products he's created and the innovations he's championed, will continue to be felt for generations to come. In many ways, Larry Page has not just altered the digital landscape. He's redefined how we think about technology's role in our lives. His legacy is one of relentless curiosity, fearless ambition, and an unwavering belief in technology's potential to make the world a better place. For Larry Page, the future is still unwritten, but his imprint on it will never fade. As we look back on Larry Page's extraordinary journey, it's clear that his influence extends far beyond the creation of Google. His vision has not only reshaped the way we interact with information, but also how we envision the future of technology. From the moment he and Sergey Brin launched Google in a Stanford dorm room, Page's relentless drive to innovate and solve complex problems set the tone for a new era of digital transformation. Through Google, Larry revolutionized industries: search, advertising, video, mobile, and even challenged the very nature of what technology can do. His creation of Google's PageRank algorithm redefined how the internet could be organized, creating a system that made information more accessible than ever before. With Google, he didn't just create a company. He built a platform that became the backbone of the digital age, changing how we work, learn, and connect. But Page's vision was never limited to just search engines or ads. His commitment to moonshot thinking through projects like self-driving cars, Google Glass, and the development of artificial intelligence has left a lasting mark on the world. He looked at technology not just for its immediate returns, but for its long-term impact on humanity. He was willing to invest in ideas that seemed impossible, knowing that the future would belong to those who dared to dream big. However, Larry's journey wasn't without its challenges. As Google grew into a global behemoth, it became increasingly scrutinized for its dominance, data practices, and role in shaping the digital landscape. Page's leadership was often called into question, and while he remained steadfast in his belief in Google's mission, the ethical implications of a tech giant's power became a central conversation in the world of Silicon Valley. Still, Larry Page's legacy cannot be defined by controversy alone. His ability to see beyond the current landscape, his passion for solving humanity's biggest challenges, and his deep belief in technology as a force for good have left an indelible imprint on the world. Google, now Alphabet, is a company that continues to lead with bold ideas and innovations that push the boundaries of what's possible. In stepping away from the daily operations of Google, Larry Page has shown that his true impact lies not in the day-to-day management, but in the foundation he built, a foundation that will continue to shape industries and change lives for decades to come. His story is one of vision, ambition, and a commitment to shaping the future with technology. As we conclude this story, we remember Larry Page not only for his role in building one of the most successful companies in history, but for his relentless drive to use technology to make the world a better place. His work has fundamentally changed the way we access and interact with information, and in doing so, he has transformed the very fabric of modern society. The world Larry Page helped create is one where technology isn't just a tool, it's a gateway to new possibilities, new ideas, and a new way of thinking about the future. And while his story is far from over, the legacy of Larry Page is already written across the pages of history, a testament to the power of visionary thinking and the endless potential of what technology can achieve. Larry Page didn't just build a search engine, he built a new world.